Hello everyone. So today's video, a little bit different than, a lot of my other videos. You'll remember I usually post stuff about my car or, just like other topics, so to speak. Usually nothing related to finance though. But I figured, I've been following a lot of this stuff for several years now, specifically interest rates, inflation, cost of living and stuff. And I know throughout COVID and everything, I was kind of like, I always made my own predictions to myself of like, oh, they're going to raise the interest rate here, or they're definitely going to pause here. And basically every prediction I made ended up being correct. It was just so obvious because I started to see like the patterns of how slow moving and deliberate the Fed is with their interest rates. Recently, it's a little bit less, not predictable, but like I'm just kind of I'm over it because like it doesn't matter in some sense. I mean, they can lower it, but interest rates, but it's gonna take a long time to come into the economy anyway. And the fact is, like everything, the inflation has been trickling up so long now, and it's so encased. Wages haven't kept up, so no matter how much they cut right now, unless if they went to like zero immediately, it's not really going to affect the average American consumer. So just figured I'd put out a video like this and try to, inform people of some other ways to maybe protect the value of their money. And basically, the only thing you can really do at this point is just get it out of the dollar. Try to get it into any asset you can, whether it be like real estate. A lot of people can't afford real estate, so if you can't afford an actual property, try to get into like a REIT, a real estate investment trust, or something like that. You can also do, physical golds, physical silver. You can get yourself into the stock market. Yeah, if you're trying to be safer, maybe just a broad index fund with a low price earnings or cost ratio. What else? Basically, I mean, you can try other currencies too. Not really all that recommended. You're kind of gambling on each country and their currency. So, but basically getting out of the dollar. The only problem is once you start getting out of the dollar, you don't have the liquidity. You can't really just take it out of the stock market. Well, you could, but it's not really advised. But you can't just get out of like the real estate really quickly and then get that money and use that money. Whereas if you have it in a high yield savings, you can just pull it out pretty quickly. They'll have some limits on the amounts. They'll probably go up to like 10,000. Then you got to do some kind of form and stuff like that. But so the liquidity is definitely lacking with some of the other assets, but at least you won't be losing the value of all that money that you've earned due to inflation. It's just like trickling away at it. At least a lot of these other things, they're keeping up with the costs somewhat. It's not, it's not lagging behind like the dollar and just being degraded. Trying to think of what else. Of course, there is crypto. Crypto is extremely volatile, but it's another way to de-dollar base, so to speak, and get your money out of there. But I'd highly recommend it because, I mean, the way it's going, it's just, for lack of a better word, it's a crap show. They're not doing anything to really help the American consumer as far as like financially, like the individual. Families are a little bit better off. They have like some tax credits for kids and stuff like that, but the people who are still doing the best are the investors. So, I mean, if you're not invested, you're just getting screwed. So, all right, hope you guys found this informative, and I'll see how this video does. I'll think about some other topics, maybe related to finances, budgeting, loans, car loans, home loans, stuff like that. Might not really do too many more of these if it doesn't really get much attention. I might just stick to the car videos. But I feel like after watching it throughout all the years and making all those predictions, and then just kind of basically everything played out just how I've been expecting it has. So I just feel I'm owed it to people to at least give my feedback on it. All right, have a good one, everyone.